Real exit interviews. Anybody recognize? Can anybody imitate Dr. Evil? Real freaking sharks with real freaking lasers. So, real exit interviews have these practices. How many of your companies, just by show of hands, how many of you use exit interviews when somebody leaves? Good. Awesome. It's got to be a non-threatening environment, first of all. It can't be the boss that you just quit. And there are some basic questions, right? There's actually a lot of them. I didn't want to put too many up. The obvious is, why are you leaving? But then a lot of companies don't get into what can be improved. What were the good things you liked about working here? Engage them and get some dialogue going. But then ask the important question. If your friend was looking for a job, would you recommend us? Why or why not? That's the $100,000 question. Some other good practices, and I love this. When I came out of graduate school, I was at Deloitte Consulting. And I would fly out Monday morning, and I'd get back Friday night, and I traveled 50 weeks a year. And then when my wife and I started having children, that just was untenable. So after about 6 years there, I started thinking, I got to find a job where I'm not on the road all the time. And when I left, I remember I announced that I was leaving, and the partner in charge of the Detroit office called me into his office and sat down. We had this great discussion. And you know, at this discussion, he basically said, Jim, is there anything we can do to help you with the transition? You know, offered his assistance. And then he gave me a gift. It was this really awesome pen set that had this like marble plaque with these really nice office pens. In my home office, it still sits on the center of my desk. And the interesting thing is it was such a beautiful exit for me, right? But when I thought that as I got older and I realized, I understood, you know, that's how they were at Deloitte. But he also asked me a whole bunch of questions. And he got a ton of information out of me. So it was good for him and it was good for me. But really, it created an environment where you're ingratiating yourself into that person leaving. Because at the end of the day, how many of you have ever had people leave your company and then come back to you guys later? Look at that. Yeah, so make it a positive experience. Unless it's somebody that, you know, you don't want back. That's a different animal, right? But do those exit interviews. And then here's the one thing that drives me crazy that people don't do, is they don't use the data that they get from the exit interviews to fix the root problems. Make sure you build it right into your continuous improvement program and go from there.